Yeah, Mr. Karpal Singh, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to conduct this interview on behalf of my Facebook channel, which is called Sandakan Eagle. And I'm also working in collaboration with Jasmail Singh from Yesteryear's Sikh Southeast Asia. And to begin, the first question, can you tell me more about the history of Kalumpang Sikh Village and how it has changed over the years?
Okay, I'm Karpal. I'm from the Sikh settlement Kalumpang. Yeah, at the young days, our village were all Punjabis, and there were many Punjabi families here who worked in the tin mine dredge, which belongs to an European company. My father, late Ram Singh, was a clerk in the mines. So, as my father, then the other people in the kampong, the village, all had cattle and buffaloes. So our income was all depended more on our cattle and buffaloes. And to rear these buffaloes and cows, we had, most of the people had about 80 to 100 buffaloes and cattle. So which all their income more depended on selling of the milk. Then as time passes, goes away, we are grown up, then end of the day, one day, the mines had to shut down because there's no place ready for dredging. So in other words, when there's no place for dredging, all our village people who are working in the dredge have to be retrenched. So once retrenched, that means everybody lost their job, and they were more on the cattle and the buffaloes. So as slowly time goes, everybody in the village have to find their own source of income. Most of them left our Sikh settlement and went and stayed in KL, overseas and all. So then as time passes, then they had even bullock carts. They were bullock cutters. A few of them have bullock carts. Then they have to feed their cattle with the grass. We normally send our cattle and buffaloes in the morning out, then come back in the afternoon, then we milk them, then again leave them and bring back them at night. That was our routine job by our parents who does that. So as a dredge shut down, then the whole thing was sold to a Chinese company from Rawang, which they did open cast mining. Open cast mining, that means they had to shoot very deep into the ground to get the tin ore. So at that time, everybody lost their job, and then the mining, we were not used to this open cast mine, so most of them were jobless. Then they started their own business as buying small lorries. As time passes, they upgraded themselves, they got to bigger lorries. Then as bigger lorries, then that's it, things went better, from bad to worse, from good to best. And today, most 90% of my kampong, my village people, are all lorry operators. Lorry owners, not operators. And they do their own driving. They are all well-to-do people. And thank God, everything is fine in the kampong. So then, at the present where I'm staying, the house was a tin mine house, which the tin mine, they don't say that they have to give free the house to my father. They gave the house to my father at a 50 ringgit cost as a token for my father's service, and that was the only house left today for the tin mine house, a staff house. That's the only house left. There's no other houses left for the tin mine area.
Very interesting to hear about the early days of tin mining, and then how you guys moved into lorry transportation. So the next question number 2, how did your family come to settle in Kalumpang Sikh Village, and what was life like for them when they first arrived?
Okay, my late father was born in Batu Gajah, where my late father, parents and grandparents all were from Batu Gajah. Then my late Tayaji Bishan Singh, who was in the estates, he brought my father to work in in the tin mine. As he was quite a powerful man in the estate, being an assistant manager and manager, so he had his way to work out for my father. And from then, my father joined the tin mines, the dredging tin mine. That the beginning of our life in Kalumpang. So whereby my father was given the quarters, and where today I'm staying in the house, there was a partition. On one side of the house, we were staying, we were 8 of us, sister brothers, plus my parents, we were 10 of us in one small area. And the other side of the partition is a Chinese man who is a contractor in the dredge. So whereby, and we were very cooperative, and the best part was my mother could speak Hokkien Chinese. My mother can speak fluent Hokkien Chinese, and my mother always talked to the neighbors in Chinese. We tried to catch up, but we were unlucky. We could not follow their Hokkien language. So that it is.
Talking about Chinese, I speak good Cantonese, from Ipoh. My mother could speak very good Cantonese and also Tamil. So I think probably I learned from my mom. So no regrets learning the language. Okay, the next question. Can you describe your family's involvement in the carpentry and dairy industries in the village?
Regarding the carpentry, after then my grandfather, none of us follow the carpentry business. No one went into that line. As my grandfather was in Gopeng, Lawan Kuda, also quite a lot of Punjabis there. My chacha was all the time there. My chacha, late Dayal Singh, he was there and he had bulakats and he had cattle. So none of us from my father's side and all, we did not follow our grandfather's footsteps, and then we move up to Kalumpang.
Okay, the fourth question. How has the community in Kalumpang Sikh Village evolved over the years? And what are some of the challenges that the residents have faced?
Yeah, the residents in Kalumpang during the dredge time, there were a lot of Punjabis. And during one small function in a Jormela or a Khand Path we do in Kalumpang, the nearby area, Tanjung Kolakubu, Rasa and Uluyam, when we have a Khand Path, 2 or 3 days ahead of the Khand Path, they are already in Kalumpang Gurdwara. We were that cooperative, and the amount of people for our Gurdwara, and we do Kirtan and all, they were solid. And one thing of them is, those days we don't have speakers, we don't have mics. Their voice was that loud, whereas today the speakers can't challenge their voices. They were that loud and all powerful people, strong people, they had their own cattle, Ganya, Manyasi and all. They were very powerful. And the understanding was very good among the few Gurdwaras here. Tanjung Malim, Kalumpang, Kolakubu, Rasa, Uliap. The cooperation was there. Till today, the cooperation is still there. And the community here all very good, friendly and very helpful to each other. And any Jormela or what, they work together and cook. We hardly get other people to come and cook for us. The ladies do their job.
Okay, the next question, number 5. Can you talk about your son Mandip's involvement in activism and how it has impacted your family and the community?
Regarding Mandip's involvement in politics, Mandip, after finishing Form 5, he went to Form 6. Then after the Form 6, he joined Unicell in Batam Bujuntai, which we call that Besteri Jaya. Today we call that Besteri Jaya. Yeah, he went for industrial management. Then after his degree, he went and worked in Citibank in KL. Then after some time, one fine day he came back, he told me, Pa, I'm leaving Citibank. I was quite surprised when he told me that. Then he told me, Pa, I'm joining politics. I just told him, Mandip, when you join politics, there's no U-turn. He said, yes, I'm aware of it. I and my wife and siblings were quite unhappy that something untoward happened to him, that his future will be ruined. But he told us, Pa, don't worry, everything will go fine. So no doubt I was a bit sad about it. But then he keep moving. Then he joined Berse. Then he was very active as activist in Berse. He has succeeded in many ways today. And today, thank God, his quite active in politics.
Very a bold move by your son to quit the banking industry and then to go into politics. I mean, not everybody will take such risk, but I'm glad that he's doing well. By God's grace, sometimes when we surrender to the Almighty's power, everything will be taken care of nicely. Okay, we move on to the next question, which is question number 6. How has the environment around the village changed over the years, and what steps are being taken to address any environmental issues?
Okay, regarding the environment, okay, now all our children are no more here. 90% our family children all outside. So now only the folks are left, and then has like that keep moving like that. We got any program at temple, we meet up. Otherwise, everybody is in their own, on their own. So the environment is just not like what we had in the 60s, where one small Jormila crowd. Today, hardly we can see people coming to Gurdwara, and they come exactly the time for when the Ardas time. And then nowadays it's so simple. People just say, WhatsApp you and say, "Oi, meri Ardas kar diyo," that's it. And the person is not present. It's not like those days where we were so happy. And those days when anyone in the village get married, we are so excited. And the best part is when we make the tent, we use our lorry tarpaulin to make the tent. Today, you just one call the canopy, macam canopy you can get. During our time, no. We will go and find the wood in the jungle. Then we will put the wood together, everything. Then we put a lorry canopy. Today, all is gone. It's no more those days. And then the functions, we don't get table chairs. We'll use borrow a table and that stools to make it a day. And the wedding time, that's it, is solid. We can see the wedding. Today everything is money, RM. It's no more like our time. Then we do all the decorations all ourselves. We don't call decorators nothing. Today our decorators like 10, 20,000. We know. We did all our kampung joined together to do. And we were so excited when wedding coming. And then drinks, hardly we could see drinks, alcohol. Today drinks are 4-5 days ahead. And we don't drink, they say, "Akui viyawa." The environment completely changed in our village. Not like those days. And we're very helpful. Everyone does their job. Then the cutting of for cooking tomorrow in the temple, everybody go together, they ring we got a bell there, iron bell, we'll bang and everybody will come. Get together, and men, ladies, all get together and do the cooking. Today is completely different. Today gas, those days we use rubber wood. Today gas, just one puff, that's it, the gas is on. We know, we'll have wood, rubber wood, we'll put alive, and then we have the big dega. I remember we used to stir them. Today is all gone. Nothing. The environment completely changed than those days. And when it comes to wedding, that's it lah. We enjoy the fun, we enjoy many things. And just 2 days, one day is ahead and the next day is a wedding. Today 4-5 days, drinks, so many things involved. Sorry, I'm not telling anybody, telling bad to anybody. This is what happening today and those days.
Very interesting comparison you gave, past and present. But it is very disheartening to hear that Sikhs do not attend Gurdwara functions anymore. And then like using WhatsApp and telling you to do Ardras on their behalf. I think all these attitudes should be changed. It will be nice to see them coming to the Gurdwara themselves, partaking in all these activities so that the Sikh village can actually be enlivened again like those good old days. But hopefully time will say we hope for the best that this village will continue, and with its legacy, and hope more can come back here and stay in this town and then increase the Sikh population in Kalumpang. Okay, we move on to question number 7. How has the COVID-19 pandemic affected life in Kalumpang Sikh Village? And how has the community responded to these challenges?
Oh, this is quite an interesting question. During the COVID time, I'll say openly, I will not hide anything behind it. I'm not saying, I'm not blaming anybody. Our village folks plus me, we all were affected with this COVID pandemic. I myself suffered a lot, and thank God I survived. I was quite sick, I was quite ill. I thank God, thank Waheguru, that I'm okay. Then 90% of my kampung were affected with the COVID. I dare to say that because that took place in front of my eyes. I'm not condemning anybody, I'm not blaming anybody. So during that time, then a lot of people were taken to Sungai Buloh and these type of places all. It so happened, my younger brother Jaswinder, he opened up a group to help Punjabis who were admitted at the hospital to supply them food. They really worked, and people donated money, and he used to ask somebody from KL to send food to only Punjabi people who were hospitalized in Sungai Buloh, in GH and Serdang. So things all gone very smooth, and most of our kampung people also were admitted. And not only to my village people the food was given, to any Punjabi who need food was given. That was a very, very good thing done by my brother plus his group Jaswinder. And we all appreciated him. Plus, we all, whoever could contribute a dollar or two, we respected their donation. So it really worked, and that was a very, very serious thing happened to our kampung COVID time. And a few of them passed away also. Passed away, but in my kampung, I think there were one or two who passed away, sad. It was during COVID time, and others also passed away, sick people. Feel very sad for them. My deepest condolence to the entire family. It's God's will. We can't do anything much about it. So that was a good lesson to us during the COVID time. We all were affected. I myself, I thank God I escaped. I couldn't eat for past 4 or 5 days. I couldn't eat. People just, they just say they cannot get taste. I couldn't get taste. I couldn't eat. And I was down. I said, that's it lah. Karpal have to go already. But thank God, I survived. Okay, then my brother, then a lot of people are donating money. Then he stopped them because those who were affected, my village people affected, they came back, so we were happy. Then he stopped that one, and whatever he gave them the full accounts. Then whatever balance money he distributed to few gurdwaras. There were small money, maybe less than 100 ringgit. He distributed a few temples by giving them some like brooms or these sweeping things. He gave 4 or 5 temples in Ulu Selangor. So that was a very good job which my brother did, and was very, very, very successful. I appreciate him and thank him so much for his charity job.
Great seva by your brother, very noble act. That's one of the teachings in Sikhism, that we must do charity. And to those people who have passed away, I feel sad about them, and my condolences to them as well. May their souls rest in peace. Okay, we have asked a total of 7 questions, and this will be the final question. So far, I think I've been enjoying the interview, and I hope the same with you guys out there. And if you've not been following Sandakan Eagle, please like and follow and share this interview with your friends and family members. So question number 8. What are some of the hopes and aspirations that you have for the future of Kalumpang Sikh Village and its residents?
Yeah, as for the Kalumpang residents, we are now very minority. Then the cooperation is still there. I hope and pray till our last breath, this cooperation will keep moving. Because today, we are only 6 or 7 families left in the kampung. And we are hardly about 30 to 40 people. I hope and pray this cooperation and all whatever is today should go on till our last breath. That's my last thing, and I hope to see everyone staying happy like what we are today till our last breath.
Hope that your wish comes true, and hope that our wish come true to see the village prosper and continue with this legacy. And So, Mr. Karpal Singh, thank you very much for this lovely interview. So, thank you very much for watching this interview, and stay safe, and God bless everybody.